Alright, so as my stream title suggests, I'm going to be walking. Once it loads, I'll explain. So, I am at the bottom of Booty Bay. Where is it? Stranglethorn Vale. I'm at the bottom of Booty Bay, and I'm going to be walking to either the tip of Western Plaguelands or Tristful Glades, maybe Eastern Plaguelands. But I am on a treadmill down here, and I looked it up. The walk cycle is like about 2 miles an hour, so I'm going to walk at 2 miles an hour and see how long it would take you to walk from the bottom of the Eastern Kingdoms to the top. And then maybe sooner or later I'll do Kalmandor, but we're starting with the Eastern Kingdoms. So I'm on my undead. Let's turn him around. Toggle walk. And let's get the treadmill going. And we put it on 2 miles an hour. And we go on auto run now. And that is the plan. Hopefully we don't have to attack too much stuff. That's probably going to be more of a problem when we get to the further zones, like the Plaguelands or something. Should we do it's a little more cinematic. It's still pop open the map. Let's toggle off quest. So we got quite a ways to go, but something I've always been curious about the distance, and like I feel like with mounts and run speed and retail, you can get places much quicker. So I've always wondered how long this would take. So we should get rid of it. I wish I had like a counter to show the time elapsed and the miles and stuff. I guess I'll put up a counter manually when it happens. Actually, I kind of don't like the cinematic version. Let's see if I can... Yeah, just toggle it on and off. Yeah, there we go. It's already a pretty far walk. We've been going for just about 3 minutes. Let's see what we can get. There we go. And we have a WoW Hobbs #1 fan. Can you tell me how the audio levels are? Can you hear it? Is it like wonky? Please don't attack me. Alright, seems like we're high enough level to just get away with everything here. We've walked just about 1/10 of a mile. Oh, the game's louder than I am. Alright, let's lower the game audio. Is that better? Let's see. I think that's better. I'm not a whiz with this stuff. Barely hear me, okay. Let's see.
Let's try it this way. Is this better? Is this a better microphone? I switched away from the this one to this one. Okay, cool. All right. We're learning. We're gonna take the path all the way up. I guess I don't need to be buffing in reality. Oh, I'm definitely pulling this one. So I have a hunch now that we're actually moving. This is going to take a lot longer than I originally expected. I was thinking maybe just like an hour, hour and a half. But we're walking top to bottom, or bottom to top on the Eastern Kingdom. It's like one of those treadmill games, or like bike games that they used to have at gyms, where you got the screen connected to the treadmill or bike, and it's like, oh, run the scenic route in Paris or something, but instead it's good old the Cape of Stranglethorn Vale. Should have got that old add-on that they used to have in WoW, the Bejeweled game. Remove my UI? Alright. Alright. I was keeping it for the minimap. Can I do like... No, I guess that doesn't show the minimap either. It does look nice. Alright, it's better. Aw, man. Shift... It didn't work. I tried Shift M, yeah. Tried it. We've already walked 0.2 miles. So... if that's 0.2 miles, I don't think this is just going to be one live stream. I think we're going to be, I think this is going to be have to be done in segments. And I'm just hoping when I walk through, I'm going to try and stay on paths, because I don't want to, like, I don't want to walk the most direct way. I want to walk on the paths. So, hopefully when I walk through Duskwood, I don't get killed or anything, because that's not going to be great to, like, redo anything that we've already done. Full one on stream. I might be up. I might be walking till like 4 in the morning. Could take like 10 hours or something. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. Like I said, we're still at let's see what treadmill has metrics down here. Let's see. says we've been walking for just about 9 minutes, and we've walked 0.2 miles because it's 2 miles an hour. So, and like I said, we've barely made a dent. So, could be a long one. I originally was thinking of doing this on a hardcore character, like starting at a fresh level 1 character and playing while I walked. But then I thought about it and I was like, I'd rather know how far of a walk continents were. But can't do that on a fresh hardcore level 1. Like, imagine I died, like I started with an undead at Tristful Glades, and I died leveling there before I even made it to Silverpine, which is a likely chance. It would be brutal to keep starting over at, like, the level 1 area. At least we have a nice, beautiful zone to start in. I remember leveling here back in vanilla. You used to get I played on a PvP server when I first started playing, and this was a terrible place to level, especially if you were like a late leveler. Like, I was level 30 when there were people who definitely had max levels, like full 60s. He used to just gank you 24/7. I just realized my camera is slightly off from my subscriber box. Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, there we go. We're almost at the Gurobashi Arena. Pretty cool. Wish I had a... Actually, let me check. Do I have a pet or something that I can have walk with us? I thought I had a cockroach at one point. I don't. What are you gonna, you know? Oh well. It's pretty cinematic looking, with the sun coming over the peak of the gateway. The double-barreled snake, that's pretty cool. Shadow Priest skeleton, always super cool. Oh, I'm missing. Getting distracted, I'm off the path. This is one of those zones that I avoided both times I leveled characters in hardcore. I just didn't want to risk all the stealth tigers, all of the murlocs, all of the trolls with nets and all that stuff. Not for me. I stayed away. This is a Season of Discovery. "27 miles? That would be more than a marathon. I've walked 0.4. So I'm just shy of half a mile. So maybe Stranglethorn Vale is going to be like a full mile. If we use that math, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you know what? I think it might be if we don't walk like a direct path. Like if we stick on these roads and we have to do like because you can't just go through Stormwind, so you have to like go through Deadwind Pass and up this way through Lock. So it's not a straight shot. So yeah, I feel like it might be like 27 miles. I don't think I could do that in one day. That would be crazy. So this might be part 1. Well, it is part 1, but who knows how many parts it will have to be. Oh, my noggin fogger wore off. Should we do it again? Mini skeleton. This is a nice shot. Look at that. That looks like a jungle old Windows 7 desktop background. Oh, we got another player. Who's this? We got Dorn. Let's wave. He's on a mission. No time to wave back. Alright, let's see where we're at. Still walking 2 miles an hour, because I feel like that's just about what the walk speed would be. We've done 15 minutes. We've walked half a mile. We're about halfway through the first zone, Stranglethorn Vale. It's going to be a long one. We got a tiger. Let's see. Full walk, 27.3 miles. You want to put a bet? Want to do an over-under? I think he stopped watching. Hobbs' #1 fan. $3 bet, I'm down. Alright, are you going over under 27.3? I'm going under. Well, I guess that means you have to go over. Or we could... Alright, you're going to go over 27.3? Alright. Oh, we got another person. Shit. They got a mount. See, they're doing it right. They're cruising through. $3 over bet. Alright. I mean, we haven't hit a mile yet. So I feel a little confident it'll be under. A lot of walking, though. I should have did an add-on where I could have kept the mini-map up or something like that. But we're saying this is for science, so... For science. You know what I could do? I could ask people in general chat for any WoW stories that I could read. Let's see if anybody responds, because I'm gonna run out of things to say. I can't just yap for potentially 27 miles, so we'll see if Anybody wants to whisper a story? We're at point 6. We're almost out of Stranglethorn Vale. And we're gonna go Duskwood, Deadwind Pass, Swamp of Sorrows. I guess we could just go Red Ridge, Burning Steps. Yeah, we'll probably do Red Ridge, Burning Steps. What happens if I die? This is not a hardcore character, so I'll just walk. I'll regular run back to my corpse. That would be probably too much to do walking. My friend is watching the live stream of, like, I think it's like the game information release live stream or something. It's like Summer Games or something like that. There's a lot of interesting news coming out. Any penalties? What, like, have to increase the speed by 2 each time I die? Let's start with, we'll see what happens if I die, because I think I'm allowed to fight back, and there's basically nothing that I can't 1v1. So I have okay gear at this point. I have not done any of the Scarlet Monastery stuff. I got really busy once I finished doing my first run of AQ 40. I got like 2 drops and I was like, you know what, I don't have the time right now. So I was playing a little more retail than I was Season of Discovery. Starting to sweat a little bit. What are we at? 22 minutes in. It's 0.7 miles. Oh, we're doing a mile every half hour, it seems like. So maybe the zone's gonna be like a half hour. Maybe the whole thing's only gonna take. It's hard to say. I think it's definitely going to be under 27. That's for sure. My hope is that we just keep picking up a couple viewers. Maybe get a chat going. See if I can drum up general chat. I got a lot of beverages. Got to stay hydrated. Chuck Norris. Alright, somebody said Chuck Norris. I'm going to ask him what's a good Chuck Norris joke. Oh, we got a hunter. 41, no mount. What should I say? I mean, level 60. No epic mount yet. 615 gold. Can't sell my Assassination's Blade. Or Assassin's Blade? Assassination Blade. Can't sell it. So I started leveling a warrior. I streamed not too long ago with my brother. Off camera, off mic, we just play Season of Discovery. We've got a warrior and a mage duo. This is a cool little bridge. Samantha Swift Hoof. walking just as fast as me. She does this all day, every day. Is nobody wants to chat with me in Stranglethorn. Let's see how many people are even in this zone. Oh, there's only like 10 people here. "12 people, mostly 60s. That makes sense. Nobody wants to chat. Probably all doing something. And then we're going to be in a bunch of alliance zones, you know. Duskwood, Red Ridge, all that. So, seven viewers. I think my all-time high for viewers was like 24 or like 30 or something. So hopefully we break that. But that was during the hardcore anniversary relaunch for the new servers. I was doing a fresh warrior, which I did not finish. I think he's level 36 or 37 or something, floating around there. I lost my original hardcore character due to a my Wi-Fi cut out. Well, I'm not sure if my Wi-Fi cut out or like my my computer black screen, and I lost connection to everything. By the time I booted everything back up, 52 Rogue died, getting auto-attacked down by, I think it was like a 42 Scorpion in the Blasted Lands. Knocked me off my mount, and I got stuck running up a wall, and by the time I logged back in, I was dead. It's actually, I was streaming when that happened, but as soon as everything cut out, it's not gonna keep streaming, so there's no actual footage of me losing the character. So I actually took a step away from hardcore WoW for a while, because, you know, I made it to 52 with almost no close calls, and I was gearing up for continuing to 60, and then, you know, losing at 52, you kind of lose some steam. We just hit 0.8 miles, 27 minutes. Got a long walk ahead of us. We're not even out of Stranglethorn. We're still in zone numero uno. About a half mile in. Or no, half an hour in. About a full mile down. I guess we can keep using Noggin Fogger as like a timer every 10 minutes. Well, I guess I could have started one of those timers in the game, but the treadmill's got a timer. It's got speed, time, distance, and calorie. But I only have one camera, so it was either my face or my feet. I have a timer on the treadmill. You want me to start a timer on the game? Put it like right here. Is that a bad spot? I feel like it's misleading. It makes it seem like I just started. How about this? I'm going to start a timer at the next zone. When we get to Duskwood, we'll time the zones. Should I put the carrot on a stick? Make myself walk faster? Let's do it. 3% mount speed. Nah, we'll keep the Dark Moon Decay just in case. Got Solar Ray. Has every person we've passed been Alliance? It's unfortunate. I played Alliance. Should we help this bozo? Oh, I guess I took that from him. Ah, I can't turn back to loot now. Oh well. I remember playing WoW back in the day as a kid. There was a rumor that somebody concocted a codex, if you will, to talk in common chat between Horde and Alliance. Because somebody figured out, like, if you said, like, LOL, it would be Kek. That's where, like, KEK comes from, Kek. So somebody, like, attempted to do the whole alphabet and figure everything out and talk between Alliance and Horde. But I never saw it done, and I only heard it through the grapevine when I was like 10 years old, so I don't know the validity of all that. We're at 0.9 miles, just about to exit the zone. So the first zone was just about a mile. 1 mile in. 1.5 hour down. Oh my god. This is going to be a lot more walking than I first anticipated. I wonder if we'll hit 10 viewers, sitting at 9 right now. We'll start the timer when we hit Duskwood. I think that's a good place. Like, time the zones. This zone was just about a half hour. So, you know. Let's see what the treadmill says, because I actually started the stream just slightly before I started the treadmill. Treadmill's at 30 minutes exactly. 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Here goes another alliance. And 1 mile exactly. So Stranglethorn Vale. I'm going to start a document and write this stuff down. Catalog it. Stranglethorn Vale, 30 minutes, 1 mile of walking. 30 min, 1 mile. Alright, and we'll start the timer on the bridge for Duskwood. This is going to be our first horde. Nope. Human Paladin. Oh, he has some of the armor from the new Scarlet Monastery raid. Harry Botter. And he's got an AQ mount. That's pretty cool. And we've almost finished our first zone of many. So fun. Put the timer like slightly to the side. Once I hit the under the bridge. Alright, this is the Duskwood timer. Well, I guess the zone hasn't switched yet. That's fine. I feel like we're in Duskwood. Duskwood it is. I feel like Duskwood's going to be much smaller than Stranglethorn Vale. It is a pretty slow walking cycle, I'll tell you that. Actually, I never looked up how slow the actual walk cycle is. In World of Warcraft, the default walking speed is about 5.11 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. But what is the /walk speed? No way, that's 5 miles an hour. 2.2. So I'm actually walking slower than the walk cycle. Got a human rogue on a really cool looking mount. So actually I'm going to speed up the treadmill. 2.2 is how fast they're going, 2.2 is how fast I'll go. That looks like a Scarlet Crusade mount. That's pretty cool. So we would have actually done Stranglethorn Vale a little bit faster if I had known that it was 2.2. I probably should have looked that up beforehand. But now we're walking. Let's see, is anyone in Duskwood with me on the horde? Oh, we got 2 people. There goes a Night Elf Hunter. Doing slash wave everybody we pass. Do I want to get flagged? No. I feel like anybody who's geared for Scarlet Crusade raid would just melt me in a heartbeat. I don't want to deal with all that. 3 minutes into Duskwood. How are we doing on distance traveled in total? 1.1 miles. 35 minutes total. This was one of the first zones that I did like the complete storyline in when I was younger. I had leveled a human warrior. I had finished up the full storyline-ish in Westfall. I got the Westfall legs, the mail armor. And then I was already like level 20, 21. And I didn't realize that Red Ridge was a in-between zone between like Westfall and Duskwood. I thought it was just like, I don't know, just another zone, like an alternative to Westfall. Like you could either go to one or the other. So I skipped it and went straight to Duskwood at level 20 as a warrior, and that was brutal. I guess I've already walked through here. Probably when I did win pass. Night Elf Rogue. I guess I'm on a mostly Alliance populated server, and I'm in Alliance zones, which is not great for hearing some stories. 1.2 miles down. Many to go. I wonder if Stitches were to spawn, if I think he goes faster than your walk cycle, so I wonder if he would catch up to me. This was one of those zones that I would often just immediately invite anybody when I was questing, like on my level 20 warrior. I remember doing the Skeletons and Ghouls quest over there. I think it's over here. Oh no, it's further up. It's like over here. This is where like the ogres and the ward caves are. But I just remember every time I was in this zone, it would be like, oh, I see a paladin, I see a priest, mage, whatever. Group invite immediately. Because it was just tough to be a low-level warrior. Try and solo this zone, because like basically everything is out to kill you with Frost Novas, Frost Armor. It's not great. Alright, let's do another Noggin Fogger. Guess we're doing small. Oh, we cracked 10 viewers. That's pretty cool. We're sitting at 38 minutes with 1.2 miles down. He said snow. Wow, like so many Alliance have walked by. How much distance are we at? 1.3 miles. He stopped? Uh-oh. hell? Is he hiding behind the tree? That's weird. I feel like, where are they all going? Oh, maybe they're doing the, there's an event or something for the Blood Loa. I don't know if that stuff is still, what's it called? Best in slot or anything. I haven't been keeping up with Season of Discovery. Played it when it first came out. Got to I think it was what, 25 at first. Did that, enjoyed the heck out of it. Then I played late for the Sunken Temple, which was 50. So kind of came late into the game for that one. Did the Nomergan while I was leveling, of course. That was fun. Loved Nomergan as a kid. Always fun to revisit. Oh, stopped my walk cycle there. And then I've really enjoyed what they've done with Season of Discovery, introducing, like, is he going to attack me? Yeah, we should get off the path. Just I don't want to get PvP flagged, that's all. So we'll like cut up and around. But I like all the new abilities. I like that they've been changing old dungeons into raids. Now they've included a whole new wing of Scarlet Monastery as the Scarlet Crusade, which is just objectively one of the coolest dungeons they've ever made. So pretty excited to eventually get to see that. Probably not going to do it on my priest because lazy, and my brother and I are leveling characters. As I said, he's leveling a mage, I'm doing a warrior, so going to experience that together. So we're just about 10 minutes in, well, 9.5 minutes for Darkshire, Duskwood. What are we at for mileage? Distance 1.4 miles. So we've walked about 0.4 miles for Duskwood. I'm officially sweating. I guess there's a little bit of terrain when we have to go around cities, because if I got PvP flagged, somebody started camping me, that would not be great. So we're gonna go around all the cities we can. I mean, there is this whole way, I think, but I feel like, is that? I forget. Yeah, you can go through. Oh no, no you can't. So we do have to go through Red Ridge. 15! Alright, now we're cooking. Feel free to ask questions in chat. I am starting to run out of steam to talk about stuff besides just avoiding guards. Talking about previous times I've quested when I was younger. I do love the lore of Duskwood. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm not holding. You're probably holding up one, if you know what I mean. But in Duskwood, I like the whole like going into the crypts, getting like the rings of the deceased, bringing them back to like the families. It's like a lot of like having people's souls rest easy and stuff. Loop around like that. And it's such a contrast after being in Elwyn or Westfall or Red Ridge to then come here. Very dreary, kind of like dark and looming place. Still 1.4 miles total, 0.4 done in Duskwood. We're now walking the exact same speed has the walk cycle in WoW, which is 2.2. I did not know that during Stranglethorn. We did just 2 miles an hour. But I definitely think this is going to take more than just... I originally was like, yeah, it'll be like 2 hours. I'll walk the whole thing, 2 hours, be done. I think it's more going to be like 5 hours. So we'll see where I'm at 2 hours. That's how much time I allotted myself to do this. Poor planning, so this might just be a part 1. We'll see. Oh, there's somebody actually questing over there. Oh, somebody just subscribed. I wish I had like one of those things that popped up that showed who subscribed. If you message in chat, I'll say something. Very new to streaming, so, and I'm on YouTube, not on Twitch, so I don't know any of the plugins or anything like that. Maybe I'll look into that if I'm going to do this series where I walk. First I'm going to do the Eastern Kingdom, because I already started that. Then I will do Kalmandor. And those are the 2 places in Season of Discovery. So maybe from there, that's step 1, is just do those 2 zones. We'll see where we can go from there. We're just shy of 14 minutes in Duskwood, 0.5 miles. So I'm feeling like Duskwood's going to be like a 15-16 minute walk. We're back on the path. We avoided getting PvP flagged. We have so far only passed Alliance. Another Alliance. Night Elf Druid. Alright, we're officially at half a mile in Duskwood. Oh, he really attacked. Homunculi really went for it there. Alright. Yeah, we're at 15 minutes. Almost out of the zone. It is really going to be a windy, like we're going like, I think we're going to go back into the Burning Steppes, probably through Badlands, Loch, Wetlands. I love Airy Peak, but we're not going through there. Through Arathi Highlands, Hillsbrad. Could do the short way. Yeah, we'll do Altrack to Western. That's what we'll do. Oh, I was walking up on a fence. Oh, I'd love to talk to the vendor, but a little too close to the guard for my liking. We'll start a new timer once we hit that bridge. We'll be in... I guess we're just gonna go. We'll call it Red Ridge the whole time. But all right, let's see. Say Duskwood. I'm putting it on the document for the catalog. It's gonna be, is that 16 minutes, and we're at 0.6, so we'll do 16. 30 minutes, or 16 and a half. Oh, stuck. Minutes, 0.6 miles. The unfortunate part is I just have one of those like walking treadmills. Got it on Facebook Market. It does not have a whole lot of metrics. It only goes from 0.6 to 0.7. It doesn't do the in-between, so we're still at 0.6. We're going to start the clock. We're going to count this as, I guess it's still technically Duskwood. Maybe I should hold off. Alright, we're going to round up to 18 minutes, because I didn't realize. 18 minutes, and we'll start the timer on that next bridge. And we'll see what distance we're at when we hit the bridge, too. Almost at 50 minutes. Should be hitting the, getting close to the 2 mile mark soon. Yeah, it's actually 0.7. It's gonna roll over. Alright, so 18 minutes, roughly 0.7 miles, roughly. Not an exact science here. Yeah, it's 0.7 now on the treadmill. So we're almost 2 miles in. Definitely sweating. Gonna be hitting Red Ridge, which hopefully is short, but once again we gotta kind of like swim through a little bit of water to avoid the town. Lakeshire, we don't want to get flagged. Start the timer once we hit that middle of the bridge. Could have made a pit stop at Gerard's Landing and just kill him for old time's sake. Alright, this is going to be the Red Ridge timer. Starting it at 50 minutes on the treadmill and still at 0.7 miles. We are cruising. I'm hoping the audio is coming through clear enough that you can hear me while I'm talking. I don't test a lot of my stuff. I'm not really a streamer, so I just had a fun video idea and I thought it would be cooler to get a little bit of feedback or have people watch as I filmed it rather than film it offline. You know, each time I'm starting a new zone, I'm like, wow, I could call it a quits. I haven't really been walking all that much, actually. Haven't even hit 2 miles. I got comfortable shoes on, some Adidas walking shoes. It's important. I think we can walk the bridge without getting attacked, right? If we stay on the right side. Level 60. Shouldn't have that big of a pull radius. Am I the only horde here? I bet I am. Let's see. Get rid of the 50 to 60. I am. We're definitely not going to be running into any horde while we're here. We're going to cut around. I know I want to stay on the path, but we're going to cut this area. Because that guard that, is it Darcy that has the crush? Darcy has the crush on him or something. Her name's something, and she wants you to bring him lunch and then flowers and then like it's a little romance story. It's a fun little quest line. So we don't want to get involved in their romance or love triangle or whatever. There he is, Guard Parker. Is he level 60? 30, okay. I was gonna say. Almost been at it an hour. We're at 0.8 miles. We've done 0.1 miles in Red Ridge. We're about, like, I would say after we exit Red Ridge, it's like a fourth of the way there. Maybe a third. So. But there's a lot of lateral and horizontal movement that we're going to be having, or that we're going to be doing pretty soon, so might be slowed down. To be leveling a human warrior in Red Ridge. Honestly, leveling, I'm a big fan. but not in retail. Retail, it's kind of monotonous dungeon grinding and world quests and stuff like that. I miss like quest lines where you actually like go to Red Ridge. You hear the orcs are encroaching, the murlocs are attacking, the gnolls are taking over the mines. You got Belly Grub attacking from the garden. So it's like you're helping these people out, like reclaim their city, because Stormwind has kind of like removed its troops to prepare against the Defias. So, you feel like you're actually helping out while you're questing, whereas in retail, it's like you don't feel like you're helping the storyline unless you're killing Gallywix. Well, I guess maybe I just paid attention to questing a little bit more in this version of the game. There's Red Ridge. Or Lakeshire, we're in Red Ridge. Just gonna stay away from the Flight Master for sure. He's probably the one with the biggest pull range, wherever he is. Yeah, 55. And I think once we're on the bridge, we're gonna get. We'll see. Oh no, there's guards on either side. We're gonna go in the water. I don't want to risk it. I did PvP on this character at the 29 cap. That's how I got Sergeant. Did a couple of Wrathy Basins. Really abused. Where is it? Shadow Word Death in Season of Discovery, since that's not in Classic WoW. You could really just get those like executes basically. So I had a lot of fun with that. Well, let's see if we can get the slow fall. No, well, we got the water breathing. Well, we hit 20 live viewers. It's pretty cool. Feel free to ask any questions in chat. I'm just going to be talking about World of Warcraft quests and zones as we pass through them, unless anybody has something to talk about. We're going to pass by one of those really early on hardcore beginner traps, which is always fun to see in live action. I always help people out if I can. I'm leveling a Dwarf Rogue again, and I just finished up Red Ridge. I think he's like level 20. I want to say 24, 25, something like that. But right around this bend, as you see, you're supposed to path this way. As soon as you hit that bend, there's 3 orc guards just ready to attack you. So a lot of people on hardcore who've never really leveled Red Ridge just take that corner and get ganked. And it's pretty funny sometimes. Definitely starting to sweat on the brow. We got Brandoran. Hi, Brandoran. Oh, there's the 3. Is he gonna go for it? There's no way. And then this is the other 2 that get you. I mean, it is Season of Discovery. You could probably solo it. There's no way this guy knows that I'm walking Azeroth right now. So, is he gonna join me? I wish I could whisper him and tell him what I'm doing. Otherwise, I look like a lunatic. Doing like an RP walk through Red Ridge on a Horde character. Speaking of which, we just hit the 2-mile mark. 8 minutes in Red Ridge. Got a little while till we're out the other side. I mean, Brandoran, you're welcome to join, but it's boring if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, he said goodbye. I'll say bye to him too. That was fun. He joined for a little bit. Um, let me see. Oh, I do like, I don't have the add-on enabled except for on hardcore, but I like on hardcore you can hover over like an enemy and it'll tell you how deadly it is in the area. And in Red Ridge it's the, are there any around here? The, there it is. Black Dragon Whelp. And it's because they got that fireball that hits pretty hard. But as a rogue you have like, you know, gouge, you've got kick. So with those two you can really just punish the Black Dragon Whelps. Oh, we're almost out of here. 9 minutes. So this one's probably going to be like, I underestimated on Duskwood. So Burning Step starts up there. I'm going to guess it's going to be like 11, maybe 12 minutes. I might have to take the blue light glasses off. They're starting to get sweaty. Here's another hardcore beginner trap. You think you're about to pull one. So if like you're level 20, 21, you're like, okay, I can deal with that. But right behind this tree, there's two more. And it's sometimes the caster, which will also have an imp. And there's one that patrols here too. See? Skeleton. Not hardcore, Season of Discovery, and someone still died. But we're going the other way. What are we at? 2.1 miles. And the other one was 0.7, so that's 0.4 miles in Red Ridge so far. Unfortunately, this treadmill cannot support running. It's a walking treadmill. Otherwise, I would have did the run cycle. Maybe I can do that some other way. Figure that out at another time. Just going to focus on the walking version first. There's the gate. Next milestone is right there. Definitely starting to sweat a little bit. You know, walking 2.5 miles an hour for just about an hour. Just a little over an hour, starting to sweat. Well, I did get 2 subscribers during this, so that's pretty cool. I would shout them out. Just gotta mention it in chat. It's on YouTube, so I can't really live track subscribers. Alright, we're at 11.5. So I'm gonna guess 12 minutes. Is that fair? 13 minutes? And we're sitting at... There's no way to adjust the treadmill for like which metric it shows. So I just have to wait for it to cycle through. Still 0.1. Keep an eye on it as we pass through just in case it decides to tick over. Alright, we're going to start the next zone in just a minute. It didn't tick over, but I'm just going to assume it was closer to going over. So we're going to say that that was Red Ridge. It was 13 minutes and just about 0.5 miles. Alright, now we're in a zone where I can actually take damage, potentially. I'm just keeping my eye on the treadmill to see if it clicks over to 0.2 so we can be more accurate. Yeah, we're at 2.2, so basically it did click over. Alright, so now, new zone, new timer. We started at 2.2 miles, 0 minutes. And this one, where is the exit? I always forget this. Oh, we gotta go through the dungeon. We gotta go through the mountain. Go out the other side. Is that right? WoW Hobbs #1 fan or whatever. I think it shows your name in chat anyways, Dmart. Is that right? I have to, is that how you exit this zone? I didn't level here. Yeah, I think you go through the mountain. So we'll follow the path all the way over there. Yeah, this one's gonna be brutal to zigzag and then go around. Oh, you can go through the mountain? Alright. Just gotta wipe a little sweat. Whew. Definitely starting to feel it. We got stronger versions of those Black Dragon Whelps from Red Ridge right over here. We got Elite 53s. So if an Elite 53 started getting on me, I'm off to get sushi, have fun, enjoy your sushi. I will be talking to myself a little bit more. This is one of those zones that I didn't really play in vanilla, because I leveled a hunter, a Night Elf hunter, did not get to 60 before I re-rolled. Damn, it's really saying don't go this way. Re-rolled to a human warrior. Well, actually, re-rolled to a Night Elf druid, got it to 40, re-rolled to a human warrior. Oh, we missed the path turn? No, we didn't. Wait. Oh, I guess it breaks off. So yeah, I leveled a hunter to like 50 something, then a druid to 40 something, then I switched to a human warrior. So by the time I got to 60 on any of my characters, it was like Burning Crusade was just about to come out, so none of these zones really mattered. So I never really got to experience the Burning Steps or the Searing Gorge really, which was kind of, you know, I bet they were super cool. I ended up doing Fellwood, Wintergrasp, you know, those kind of zones. It is crazy how big this game is and how little, like how much you can miss even though you played to max level. So definitely got to avoid that. Those will 100% kill me at this walk speed. Like the homunculi, I avoid. You know, I could definitely slow things down, but it would definitely be brutal to get attacked, that is. Alright, we're about an hour and 7 minutes in on this walk, on this journey. 2.3 miles in, so we're about a 0.1 mile into the Burning Steps, and we have to loop down, which is going to add quite a lot of time. Not too excited about that section. Got just about 20 people watching. Any of you play WoW or just watching for giggles? Something? Can I open the panel? How does that work? Oh, it's already opened. This is one of those zones that felt very epic anytime I passed through it in Classic. I know I did a lot of, I ran Blackrock Depths and Blackrock Spire. Eventually, I didn't really level in the zone, but I did do the dungeons. I did a lot of like dungeon groups with my guild when I was younger, because a lot of them understood the game better than I did when I was like 10, 11 years old. So they kind of helped me out a lot, really. Still in that same guild on retail. It's like a bunch of stuff falling from the sky. It's pretty cool. This zone actually feels pretty quick. Like, I feel like if I just walked like that, if there was a way up and over the mountains there, it would have been a really short zone, but we're following the path. So it's going to be a little bit longer than expected. We're gonna go down. Hopefully it doesn't carve that far. I didn't explore this on my Horde character. I mostly leveled like on the Horde side. I did a lot of Daenerys. I think I did Feralus, oddly enough, because I didn't do it in vanilla. Yeah, I did Feralus. So I kind of missed a lot of the zones on this side, which leaves them unexplored. I think it just loops like that. I'm hoping it doesn't do like one of those. I think it just loops down. But 7 minutes in, hour and 10 minutes of walking at 2.4 miles. I should have wrote the totals. Do that really quick. Total 1 mile there. This put me at the total 1.7. This put me at the total 2.2. Got the evil horde right there. Now we're in Burning Steps, which we have not finished. So you know, making our way 8 minutes in to the Burning Steps. Just about an hour and 10 minutes in total. I think yeah, okay, it actually goes up a little bit. That's not so bad. I think my friends, so we're about an hour in. There's a lot of zigzagging to do. So I think it's going to be way less than 27 miles to do this continent. But I feel like it's going to take like 4 hours, which I did not allot the time to do 4 hours. We're at 2.5 miles. Still in the Burning Steps. Really cool ambient sound here. Got like the horde drums, but also got like the wailing sounds and like the ambient sound of like wind and dust. I'm not sure how clear it's coming out for you guys. Here's the mountain. Oh snap, 26 people. Welcome anybody new. We are walking across Azeroth at the actual / walk speed. Maybe I should put that in the title of the stream. Alright, let's see. Walking Azeroth at / walk speed 2.2 miles an hour. Currently sitting at 2.5 miles in. Been walking for about an hour and 15 minutes. I would say we're halfway through the Burning Steps. Just left Red Ridge. We can see the bridge we're about to walk up and through the mountain. That's pretty good to see. That's pretty cool. Definitely sweating at this point. It's also a pretty hot day here, so picked a bad day to do this. Got a lot of beverages though, so we're staying hydrated. I think once we hit the heart of the Black Rock dungeon area, like once we're in the lava pit, that's when we'll switch to, we'll start the new timer for the new zone, for the Searing Gorge. I feel like that's halfway. And we'll record the time spent here. So we're just at 11 minutes. We're at 0.4 miles so far. This is one of the smaller zones. So far, Stranglethorn Vale, 1 full mile. Duskwood was 0.7 miles. Red Ridge, 0.5 miles. And so far, Burning Steps was 0.4 miles. So far, our shortest walk. But when you add it all up, it's definitely a walk. I love the hardcore WoW clips. That channel is great. I love all the clips that come out of the Blackrock Spire, Lower Blackrock Spire, and Upper. The ones from Blackwing Lair, they just make me sad because like those are people who actually spend real time getting invested into their character to lose it. Like regular dungeons or pre-60, it's a little funny, but post-60, like there's that clip. It was a while back. Somebody died with, I think they had Thunder Fury, and it's just like that's brutal to like work so hard to get Thunder Fury and still lose your character. Ooh. First player of the zone. I didn't slash who here. Is there anybody even on the horde here? There's 56 shaman right in front of me. Shavaka. Free Shavaka do. Like that Vine back in the day. Almost 13 minutes, well, 13 minutes in. Let's see where we're at the mileage. This is a risky business. I don't want to walk off the ledge. Uh-oh. Still at 0.6, so it's probably going to be another 0.5 total, because we're at 2.6 and we got here at 2.2. So this is looking like a repeat of Red Ridge. About the same distance. Oh, is he going to kill me? I hope not. I'm not flagged, but this scared me. Oh, another priest. The only thing that would genuinely piss me off if I started PvPing the priest, like I'm Shadow, they're probably holy, I can probably hold my own. We just hit 0.5 miles, so probably going to be a 0.5 mile walk. But if he mind controlled me, walked me off, I'd be a little upset. We are almost done with this one. Searing Gorge will be next. Almost just knocked over my water. That would have not been great. I think regardless, at the 2-hour mark, I'm going to assess how I'm feeling, use the bathroom, see if I'll keep going. I don't know if I can walk more than, that'll be like 4.5 miles. I only prepared to walk for about 2 hours, and as you can see, I made it from the bottom of Stranglethorn to just about Searing Gorge. That's not boding well from doing the whole thing in 2 hours. But we're making progress. So I think once we get, I guess it's not going to open up the map for this. Once we get to the down curve where we exit on the other side, I will actually, let's see where the mileage is at. It's going to switch, still 0.7, so yeah, this is going to be, yeah, we go up, yeah. So, Burning Steps was 15 minutes. Actually, let's say 16, we'll round up. 16 minutes, 0.5 miles, leaving our new total at 2.7 miles. Next is the Searing Gorge. Oh, almost just put the live stream sound on. It's pretty cool to have 20 people watching, even if nobody's participating in chat. Usually when I stream, I only get like 2 or 3, maybe 4. So 20 is pretty cool. We'll start the new timer now for Searing Gorge. We're making progress. We're almost halfway there, but I feel like there's a lot of curve to this section before we can get. I think we're gonna end. Is that higher? Yeah, I think. Let me make sure. Imagine I walked off right there. I think we're gonna end at the back of the Scarlet Monastery. Oh, I had a quest turn in. We're not doing that. All right. It says I've burned 313 calories just from walking. Let's do a noggin fogger. Damn, we have good luck with the skeleton today. Alright, let's see. Did we hit 2.8 miles yet? We're at 80 minutes total, so about an hour and 20 minutes into this walk. 2.8 miles. I'm going to quickly turn on a light. Thankfully I did not fall. Whew. 2.8 miles. Almost at 3 miles. About just halfway. So yeah, it looks like the whole walk will be about 6, maybe 7 miles, which with better planning is doable in a day. But I started this pretty late in the day, allotting myself just about 2 hours. So poor planning for doing oh, come on. We gotta not get attacked by this. Alright, just gonna homunculi and hope. They can take care of it, right? Right? Almost got 30 viewers. Okay, they're gonna at least... Phenomenal. This is great. Can you take care of this one? And I hope this fire doesn't do too much damage. Oh, he's taking them. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. It looks like we're gonna live. For Searing Gorge, I think we want to exit. How did I... Huh. Did I screw this up? I'm Googling, is there a path between Searing Gorge and Blasted Lands? Is that what the other one is? Yes, there are. I knew I wasn't crazy. I think we just gotta walk to the bottom right? Like over there? Oh! There was a cave through here? Man. Ill prepared. So it looks like at Karagath, which I have been to. So yeah, you go down there. All right, we could do that, right? Yeah, we could do that. We're at 5 minutes into the Searing Gorge. Total walk time, An hour and 24 minutes. 2.9 miles walked. I really want to make sure that I'm taking the right path here, because it would be devastating. Oh, stop my walk cycle, whoops. Yeah, I think we could just cut through right there. So, on the way. Oh, that does damage. Guess we can buff up. What else are we doing? Oh yeah, we need to make sure we don't die. That would be brutal. Alright, I think we're going to be good for a minute. Go back to shadow form. Wow, man, slow, holy. Well, no, the point of no speed buff is this is the walk cycle in the game. This is how fast you walk. So I'm seeing how long it would take to walk at the walk cycle speed from I started at the bottom of Stranglethorn Vale, and I'm walking to the highest point you can access in Treadmill Glades. At this point, I'm also just trying to not die, because this zone has stuff my level, or that could actually hurt me, and I'm walking, so, you know, trying to just survive. Just about 7 minutes in. Oh, no, the regular run speed, this is like using the actual / walk speed. The regular run speed is more like, I think, like 5.6 miles an hour. So much faster than this. This is what we would call the role-playing walk speed, where you would like jokingly walk this speed to add emphasis. But I think I'm walking a little too high for the exit point. I think it's more like down there. So probably should have mapped this out before I tried it. So we're probably going to add a little bit of time on here. And the event that's going on is making it less than favorable. No, I think I'm going to continue to go up. And maybe I'll exit using... Yeah, I'll exit using the tunnel to lock Modan. Your IRL walk speed is 3.6. I would say this feels like... Maybe the treadmill is wrong, but this feels like a decent walk cycle for me. Like I'm sweating a little bit. So I don't know what that says. I definitely walk slower than the average person. But the unfortunate part will be in the hopefully not getting PvP flagged in the tunnels. Rar Chief, what a name. Alright, we know that this guy is going to attack me, so do we preemptively attack him? Or do we, no, we wait for him to attack me, then homunculi. Heal myself, shield the homunculi he's attacking. Buy myself some time, and let's just hope that that spider stays over there. What level's the spider? Oh, he's 45. That's I don't have as big of a pull radius to a 40. Actually, okay, yeah, we got around him. He's almost dead. Can I dot him? I guess even if he dazes me, I'm already walking daze speed, so it doesn't even matter. All right. Just about 10 minutes in this zone. What are we at? 350 calories burned. Waiting for the treadmill to cycle. Just about an hour and a half into the journey. 3.1 miles total. So, I guess the Searing Gorge, we're going to be in it for longer than I thought. Thought we were going to do the like side exit, but if we're doing the full top out, probably exited a little longer than I thought. Summer Game Fest was objectively good. It was bad for me personally. Did they not announce what was the game? They didn't announce it. Shoot, what was the name? Started with an S. I remember that much. Hollow Knight sequel. S game. Silk Song. They've made a joke about it. That's brutal. Did they do any like skate, EA skate announcements? I'm excited for that game. Probably no. .2 miles. No skate. Yeah, I figured. You said there was a Guild Wars 2. Let me Google what that was. Guild Wars 2 news. Sweat off the brow. Guild Wars 2 official June trailer. Long-standing MMORPG drops huge expansion update. Oh, they're dropping a new expansion for Guild Wars 2. That's not enough to get me to come back. It's another MMO. I'm playing this one, you know? Can't have 2 time sucks. It's too much. Almost at 30 viewers. That's pretty cool. Oh, I really hope I have the key or whatever you need for this gate. Is that still a thing? Fuck. Oh, man. Do we pause? Or do we turn around? Those are the 2 options. I definitely don't have the key, right? Key to the city, Scarlet Key. What do you think, Locky? Locky who? Do we hit the gate and wait? Or do I turn around and I swoop back down and exit down there? Adding like an additional shitload of time. Anyone have the door gate key for lock? Let's see if somebody has the key. Shit. Alright. I guess I'm gonna pause. 13 minutes. Treadmill. Let's see what time I'm at. Give me 1 second. 1 hour, 33 minutes on the treadmill. 3.2 miles. So, we're gonna say that this zone took 14 minutes, because we round up. And it took, we went from 2.7 to 3.2, so just about, well, we round up 0.6 miles, and we'll say the total was 3.3 miles. And I'm gonna use the bathroom and then try and get the gate open. Alright, we are back. Let's get the camera situated. Alright, so... Oh, that's too far up. Is this better? No, I had it lower. Alright, so... does anyone have the key for lock door at Searing Gorge? So I think I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes, you know, rest my legs for a second, and if nobody comes here, we'll keep the time I cataloged, and then I'll just use my mount to get myself into the Badlands, because I forgot you need the key, and now I'm stuck, and I don't want to waste walking time doubling back on a zone that I already did. All right, I have a feeling nobody's gonna come through with the key. We're gonna give it a minute and a half, and if it doesn't open, I'm gonna use my mount to get around to the Badlands, and we'll start a new timer at the Badlands. But we walked the Searing Gorge. We know the distance of the Searing Gorge. It's just we didn't get to do lock Modan or anything. Or if anybody's on an Alliance character and has the key and wants to come on Wild Growth Season of Discovery, let me in. Unlikely. 30 people watching. I think that's my most ever. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. It feels unlikely that somebody's gonna come up here and open this door. It is what it is. So I said a minute 30. Alright. Let's carry it on a stick. Where's my mount? A2. Oh, I'm still on walk cycle. Alright. This does not bode well for anybody who joins just now. It looks like I'm just gonna cheat the whole thing. But, I didn't have the fucking key. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could probably get the key, I just don't have it, so... Can you get the key? I don't know if you can get the key on Horde. I played Alliance in vanilla. So adding some unnecessary time to run to the Badlands. I wonder if it was just right here all along. I think it is. We don't even have to go that far down. But I did want to go through the lock. The lock would have been fun to do. Alright, once we hit the very crisp color palette swap, we're gonna... right at that rune stone, right there. So, we'll get off the mount. Start the treadmill first. Got a beep on. Put it up to 2.2 miles an hour. Set my... Oh. And we're back to walking. Back at it. Oh, start the timer. Starting Searing Gorge at 3.3 miles total of walking Azeroth. That was a much needed bathroom break. I'm trying to stay hydrated, so a lot of liquids. We're in the Badlands, which we exit by Oldemon into the lock anyways. So we're going to walk the lock, but if we went through Searing Gorge, we skip this whole little loop, which adds a bunch of time. So, you know. Badlands is another one of those zones that I skipped when I originally played vanilla when I was younger, because I didn't level a dwarf. I don't even think I ran Oldemon or Oldham, except for when I got summoned there. So never really explored this zone until I leveled in original 2019 release of Classic. I leveled a character here. But hey, now I'm walking it. Are we gonna do the path? I think we'll do like this. There's not really paths here. It's more like dust trails. So we'll like dust trail. We're gonna avoid Kargath. We're just gonna loop down by the big old bones. See, he's walking. He gets the idea, the Elder Crag Coyote. He knows what walking's all about. So, we got a fresh new timer. So we're actually, the timer that I started here, we're just going to keep it going the whole time, because it's going to match the treadmill timer now. So I don't have to like report to you guys what the treadmill timer is. I'll just report the mileage. Oh shit, 40. Big baller viewership now. That's one beverage empty. I already have a second water on deck. I feel like the next time I do this, when I do Kalmandor, it's going to be way smoother. I feel like that one is more of like an S shape. Actually, I guess it depends if you start in Silithus, Tenaris, or Nguro. I'll probably start in Nguro. Well, no, Tenaris you can get all the way down. So I'll do Tenaris, and it's just a straight shot, really, to Winter Spring. So that's going to be a little easier. Man, oh man. Definitely getting my steps in for the day, I'll tell you that much. Just at about 3.5 minutes. 0.1 mile into the Badlands. Welcome in, everybody, yeah. Locky Who is the one and only chat moderator. And at the moment, the one and only chatter. Let's see, is anybody even in the Badlands? Once again, I feel like nobody plays Horde on this server. Oh, there's one 45 hunter. Let's not bother him. But come across many Alliance players. Most of them 60, a couple of them leveling. I feel like playing as a Horde, I would have ran into more people through the Barrens and stuff. So second episode of this, when I do the other, maybe not second episode, but when I do Kalmandor, I feel like we'll actually interact with more people. I should have did this on an Alliance, but I don't have any 60 Alliance, so. Yeah, we'll just walk right through these coyotes. I don't think they'll hurt us. If he attacks, I'll kill him. How about that? They're all walking too. It's hot here. With the sun setting in the Badlands, it's like a big dust bowl. That's how I feel right now. Social dist. Why can't I load that emoji? Did you send that on the phone or something? My PC does not want the Apple emoji. Whew. What are we at? Are we at 0.2 miles yet? We're at 6 minutes. Oh, we're running into a cactus. Come on. Rookie moves. 0.2 miles, though, in the Badlands. Streaming for just about hour and 50 minutes. I did say I was going to get off at the 2-hour mark. Maybe I'll do it at halfway through Loch Modan. I'm going to walk the the Horde side where we patrol, and probably end stream there, because I really only wanted to stream for about 2 hours, so that would be like just over 2 hours. It was a YouTube emoji? Does not show up for me. Weird. But yeah, I guess this will be... I'll do this in 2 segments. I'll finish it up tomorrow. My other friend, D-Mart, who was in chat earlier, the over-under on it being over 27.3 miles, I think I'm going to win that $3. So, pretty hyped to make $3 for like 4 hours of work. That's cool. Maybe I could do, after I finish up WoW, since retail wouldn't really be that fun, I don't think. There's too much, like Dornegal and all that. There's too many sections where you have to do flying. Maybe I'll do a different game. Like maybe I'll do Skyrim or RuneScape. Something like that. Angor Fortress. We already passed it. Well, no, it's like right... Oh, it's coming up. Oh, it's Stealth Leopard. Goodbye, Leopard. Where are we at? We're about 8.5 minutes in. It's gonna hit me with the distance yet. .3 miles. The Badlands is shaping up to be just as long as the other two past zones of Burning Steps and Searing Gorge. They were 0.5 and 0.6. So it seems like the Stranglethorn Vale so far was like the longest walk, which makes sense. I feel like the wetlands, that's definitely a long one. So, we'll see. You'll do Elden Ring? You know what you could do? You could, if you are playing the walking speed, and I'll do the walking, and I'll have to adjust based on your rolls of how fast you're going. Although, I think the fastest that I'd feel comfortable going on my treadmill is like 3.5 miles. There's not a whole lot of space on it. It's tiny. Could do Minecraft, just never end. Should I kill these dwarves? No. Let's leave them alone. We'll be passive for now. Oh man. 10 minutes into this zone. 0.3 miles. Just at about 3.5 miles total. And we're just shy of halfway, if you really think about it, because a lot of this is straight, and this was a little bit of curved. So we're making progress, I'll tell you that. Finally a horde, an orc warlock. Not even paying attention. He's probably on auto run too. I'm on auto walk. .4 miles. I think it's going to shape up to be just about 0.5. So that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, once I get like to the tunnel for the lock, probably call it for today. Man, oh man. A lot of walking. I just finished, I 100%ed all of the quests in the Loch Modan zone on my hardcore rogue that I started up. I think he's like 25 or 26. Whoops, did not mean to stop walking. I meant to cast a spell. I just finished doing all of the elite ogre quests, which definitely was the hardest part. Especially doing it. I did it mostly solo, but then there was another paladin leveling, and he had like a mage friend, and they were doing I think it's like Cho. Is that Cho'Gall? No, Cho'Gall's got 2 heads. It's like Cho Raz or something in the cave. So teamed up, got that down. That was the last quest there, and I'm moving on to the wetlands. Gonna do that 100% too. But for now, we are walking. Almost done with this zone. Short walk. Probably gonna hit 14 minutes. We're gonna round up. So this was the Badlands. We got 14 minutes. What does the mileage say? 1 second. Come on, roll over. 0.4. Gonna round up to 0.5, which puts us so far at a total of 3.8 miles. Next is Loch Modan, starting at 13 minutes, so we'll keep track of that. And the mileage is starting at 0.4 on the treadmill. Well, we're going to round up 0.5 because it'll round up itself. I do love the loch, one of my favorite zones. Such a fun questing area. You get the, what is it, the boar intestine recipe where you mix like spider goo, bear meat, and boar intestines to make sausages. It's a fun quest. I like that one. And then you got the quest chain that gets you to Old Sooty. That's always fun. We like travel up into find the night elf building for some reason up in the loch, and you do all those like timed hunting quests. Funny enough, I've never done it on a hunter. I feel like you get the best rewards as a hunter. Poor little spider. You got the Holdar and Miran. That's a fun quest chain where you like help investigate how like some of the blasting powder was stolen, and you're like, what is it? Who was it stolen by? Why was it stolen? You think it's like the Trogs that are like up to the northeast here, but then you realize it's really the Dark Iron Dwarves that are up at the dam for the loch. They're trying to blow it up, and then you like go underwater and stop the Dark Iron Dwarves. You like defuse the bomb. You like kill the Dark Iron agents. Really interesting quest chain. And there's also the we're gonna walk by it, the crashed gnome. That's a fun one. Dangerous on hardcore. The gnome one was one of the ones that there were a few times where I was like, this is a bit of a risky quest to be doing because you're on those 2 islands with all the trogs. So just about 3 minutes. Well, yeah, 3 minutes into the lock, about 0.1 miles. This is probably going to be the shortest zone, even though I'm taking the longest route. Just to stay canon to being Horde. You don't really pass through the cities if you can avoid it. And we're trying to avoid doing any swimming as well, because it's the walking challenge, not the swimming challenge. Although we started with swimming, so because I started at the islands down here, and we've walked almost halfway at this point. So, but yeah, on my hardcore character, I killed a rare that I didn't know about in this zone. There's two that I found. There's one over by the Night Elf building in the hills to the east. It's like a condor. I forget the name of it. Elite condor. And then, well, no, rare condor, not elite. And then you have over here sometimes it's like the king croc, which is like a crocolisk that's over there. So that was pretty fun to kill too. It's always fun coming across a rare when you're leveling, and sometimes they drop something helpful. Most of the time they don't. There's the crashed gnome. Gonna walk right by him. So the Badlands and the lock together so far, 18 minutes, 0.6 miles. If you had to guess what % of the in-game content you've seen / know about, what would it be? So I guess you missed earlier I was talking about, on this continent, we can go, I skipped 2 of the zones we passed through, which were Burning Steppes and the Searing Gorge, because I leveled on the other side of the continent. But now that I've re-leveled characters through Season of Discovery, through Hardcore, and through like released of Anniversary back in the day, I would say there's the gnome. Bingle's Blastenheimer. Civilian Bingle Blastenheimer. What a name. There's his crash ship. I would say I've probably seen like 80 or 90% of classic World of Warcraft, like original vanilla or like the added versions of vanilla. So like this map, probably seen 90% or done 90% of the content in some form. There's very few things that I come across who just like Bingles for you. So his story is he was flying from Ironforge area over here to deliver something, I forget where, and he crashed. And the only part of the story that doesn't make sense is he crashed, as you saw over there, which on the map is like down here, but his parts are here. So I guess he's implying that when he flew, they like fell out of his ship, which is weird. But yeah, probably like I've seen 90% of the game, but I've repeated a few zones a couple times compared to other zones. Like I've done the lock at least 4 or 5 times on different characters, so I like really remember these quests. Whereas like I think for, let me pick a random zone. Actually, I've done a lot of these ones multiple times on Horde and Alliance. But like Feralus, I've only done once on Horde, once on Alliance, so I really don't remember the story chain that much. And since my main character, when I was first started playing, was a Night Elf, I got like the top half of this continent. For sure I know a lot of the story. And then my second character was a human, so I got the bottom half of this continent really well. So it covered like half the game, and then I filled in the gaps over the years. But we're almost done with the lock, and then we're going to take a break, and I'll finish it up tomorrow. Sitting at 20 minutes of Badlands and Loch Modan. How much distance have we covered? 0.7. Heading towards 0.8. So we'll probably be at the halfway mark of everything, which I think is right as we exit the lock at like 4.5 miles roughly. So definitely a substantial walk. I was hoping the King Crocolisk or whatever his name was, he spawns like right about here, the rare. But he ain't here. Don't attack me, please. Oh, there's the Dark Iron Dwarves I was talking about who tried to blow up the bridge, or the dam. We got the sun beaming over the dam. That's pretty cool. It's still daytime here, I guess. 7 o'clock server time, 7:09 p.m. server time. The sun's on its way down. It's one thing that I really enjoyed about Classic and any anniversary version of it is the time zone and like it actually being nighttime when you played at night. Whereas in retail, I don't notice it ever. It's like I don't think it is a thing anymore. The Stone Route Dam. The bomb is right here. It's like planted right there. These are the conspirers, the sappers that planted the bomb, and then you go in and defuse it. Man, 2 hours. Oh, we just hit 0.8. So, no, it was already at 0.8. We're rounding to 0.9. So, that would be just about 0.4 miles for the lock. Well, we still have to... Oh, did I not think this through? Are the guards gonna... Well, I guess we're gonna log off, so it doesn't matter if I get flagged. So, let's just hope the guards don't hit us. And we'll probably hit like 15 minutes and 0.5, 0.6 miles in the lock. Yeah, the guards aren't gonna bother me. I'm chilling. This is one of the coolest like areas in Classic, like before flying mounts, because I know that like when you fly from the wetlands or any of the like northern zones to Ironforge or to like one of the southern zones, you fly up and over the dam, which kind of gives you this like really grand scale of what it was supposed to feel like. And it really felt like it separates the two zones. Like they're really, wetlands is right there. And this is what's generating the wetlands, is this giant, dam. And the plan of the Dark Iron Dwarves, who actually are in the Searing Gorge and, are in these places that are like burning because there's no water, trying to blow up the dam. So like maybe that's their plan, is to like bring water back to these zones. But not these dwarves. This is the water for Ironforge. We're almost there. What are we at? An additional 25 minutes for the Blasted Lands and the lock. 0.9 miles, so we're probably going to hit full mile for Blasted Lands. We got Deke Fizzlebiz and Chief Engineer Hinderware the 7th. Those are the two people that give you like a little bit of a... Well, no, he's an engineering supplier, and then he's the quest guy for the dam, who you help investigate and protect. But you pick it up over at the city over there. Not city, it's like an outpost more. Alright. Final stretch for the day. I feel like I could have done it in one day if I allotted for another 2 hours of walking. We got Nillian. Oh, almost got the guard. Andromar, and Mountaineer Haggis. So we're gonna stop right at the entrance of the tunnel. We gotta go past the tunnel rats, collect their ears, and steal back your weapons from the mine. A lot of the dwarf quest chain. It's really fun. It's a lot of like mines and tunnels and excavation, treasure hunting, if you will. I miss when the questing, like in each race that you played, had like its own little niche for like the first like 1 through 30-ish before you hit those like combined zones. Like Night Elf is a lot of like understanding nature, taking care of the lands. Undead is like uncursing the Forsaken. Orc is like bringing honor and pride to your tribe. Similar to Troll. Tauren is about like understanding the land and like basically fighting back the centaurs. Dwarf, I just said. Gnome is just kind of like hang out with the dwarves, but also like feel bad about Nomergan. We're almost there. I'm like getting a little tired. You know, walking 4.5 miles, something like that. Alright, we did hit a full mile here, so that's 0.6 in the lock. Rounding up. Gonna be just about 30 minutes. No, probably shy of 30 minutes. More like, I mean, maybe. I mean, the entrance is there, but it is always deceptive at this walk speed. So this is definitely going to be walking Azeroth at walk speed 2.2 miles per hour. Eastern Kingdoms part 1, because it's going to be 2 parts. And then we do, down the line, I'm going to do Kalmandor. But at the moment, I have no capacity to continue. Yeah, I guess 29 is going to be... Dun Algaz is another fun, like, short-lived quest chain where you're, like, fighting the orcs. We got Rageblade, the human paladin. Civilian Gresham Ironstove. Mountaineer Brock. Oh, it looks like there's guards. So, we'll end it here. 29 minutes on the dot. I gotta wait for the treadmill to loop back around on its display screen. Alright, Brock. Can back up a bit. What are we at distance? 1.1, so that's definitive 15 minutes in the lock after doing 14 minutes in the Badlands. 0.6 miles in Loch Modan, leaving our total at 4.4 miles. So, let me stop the treadmill. Zoom back in. That was part 1 of walking Azeroth at walk speed 2.2 miles an hour. Let me edit the title. This was Eastern Kingdoms part 1 of 2. I'm going to save that. And until next time, thanks for watching.